Yo, what's up? Bob here. What's up, vinyl community? Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley channel. This is number 11. That's right, folks. 11. As you can see from the top of the video, I've been doing a little bit of traveling. I was in Nashvegas over the last few days there looking for vinyl and checking out some vintage instruments, and I found some stuff. Not what you would think. I didn't find much old vinyl. I got mostly sealed stuff. So, still in my bag. Haven't got it open yet. By the way, my vinyl bag here, this is when I'm out hunting, right? I use this bag, and it's made by this company. Seems easy. I've never used their products, but they have a cool bag. Nate from the Vinyl Guide podcast turned me onto this bag, and basically it holds one record in the front here and about 15 records in here. So let's pull these out. First thing I found, well, actually, this is not totally true. The box of Castaways, bit lighter. Did some trading. Bam. Lenny Kravitz, Let Love Rule. Brand new. This completes Here's Are You Gonna Go My Way, Mama Said. Now we have Let Love Rule. Those are the three Lenny Kravitz records that I was wanting. Love Lenny Kravitz. Let Love Rule is a total badass tune. You know, when you got Lenny Kravitz, you're getting a mix of, like, say, Hendrix, the Beatles, Prince. Great songwriter, great instrumentalist, plays great drums, good guitar player. It's funky on the bass. Got one hell of a collection of like cool memorabilia. Always on the Run, man. What a killer song. That's off of Mama Said, but real killer stuff. Next. Now, this is going to be somewhat controversial, but you know me. I do take the value of these records into consideration when buying them. And I am speculating just a little bit on this. Vroom. Exhumed. This is Chuck from Black Flag's first band, and this is like some really early material they did. This came out on Record Store Day. It is on blue vinyl. It's on blue vinyl. That's what the back looks like here. This was limited to 1,500 copies worldwide. I am a huge Black Flag fan, and you know, Chuck Dukowski was also heavily involved in SST Records and several other bands, Black Flag being the big one. there are some very rabid fans out there for this. There are copies of this still available, and I do perceive that it will eventually be somewhat of a valuable collectible. Okay, so listen, I'm interested in what's on here. I will probably listen to it via the internet first before I open it. I may not open it right away. Speaking of cool collectible albums that I'm definitely going to open, I mentioned I was in Nashville. We visited Third Man Records. That's the record store, pressing facility, venue, owned by Jack White, White Stripes, Raconteurs, fame, if you would, Dead Weather, you know. An album came out that came out very limited locally, and I went all around looking for it. I even took a trip to Indianapolis and looked for it up there. Went to Cincinnati, looked for it there. And I realized that it was pressed at Third Man. And I was like, I wonder if I went to Third Man, if they would have one copy left. And so when I went, I said, by any chance, as I was holding the regular copy of this album, I said, do you have this in colored vinyl? And she said, we have one copy of green translucent vinyl of Sleep, the Sciences left. Over a year later, well, not quite a year, come on, but a long time later, there was one copy left. Green vinyl, limited edition, bought directly from Third Man. Got this spaceship, space station with kind of a pipe on the end of it here. Very cool record. Sleep. Talk about mystique. This band, they put stuff out, they tour, they disappear. You know, it was years between this and the last record, and this thing did not disappoint. It's on most everybody's best of 2018 list. It's heavy stoner rock, if you don't know. So if you're not into that, this might not be the record for you. That said, I am super stoked to have it. Sleep, the Sciences, on translucent green vinyl, pressed at Third Man. Hooray. Got it. Now, got some other things. First of all, my mother got me this. She went to the Brian Wilson show and got me this copy of Pet Sounds, brand new, sealed for Christmas. I got a copy of Pet Sounds, original copy, really nice condition, you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nice? God only knows. This is a classic record. If you don't have it, you should probably get it. Try to get one. Now, she bought this at the show. It is the 50th anniversary one. I think this is like made in the Netherlands. It's not colored. It's nothing special about this. Might be a nice play copy for me so that I don't have to play my original one so much. I don't know. I feel guilty about selling or trading it, but that's what might happen to it. Moving right along. You know, a couple weeks ago, I came across this OJ's Ships Ahoy quadraphonic copy. and I'd been looking for this record for a long time, and this was a pretty clean copy, a quad. I didn't really want a quad. I wanted the first regular pressing, and then all of a sudden, bow, I find this minty little beast. First pressing, really nice condition. What am I gonna do? Here's the deal. The quad is worth more money than the regular one, but guess what? I wanted the regular one. I don't think it really has any effect on the sound or any. I don't know. I'll have to A/B them, but I'm gonna put the quad in the box because it's really clean, you know. But I wanted the regular one, so it's in the box. Moving right along, let's get into something that's like really close to my heart. Can we? Here's a Jaco Pastorius record that I've had for quite some time. Kind of worn on Epic. Not the first pressing. This week, boom, Jaco, found him. First pressing. Not perfect, but much better than, well, let's do a little comparison here. Got a lot of ring wear on this one. This one is got some wear on the cover, but it's not as bad. The color is much nicer on this one. Got that orange label. Now, I do have a new copy of this record as well. They put a little orange label on it too. This one sounds great. It's on 180. Speaking of Jaco, though, let's get into Jaco a little bit. If you don't know Jaco Pastorius, he's probably the greatest electric bass player to have ever lived. Listen, this is not a debate, okay? I'm not going to argue this. Yeah, there's people that are funky. I love Bootsy. I love Larry Graham. I love Rocco. I love George Porter. I love a lot of bass players. Mingus is a genius. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of really awesome bass players. But we can get into Wooten, Victor Bailey. We can talk all kinds of bass players. But the reality of it is, without Jaco, you got a vastly different landscape on bass guitar. Let's talk about some Jaco records here, okay? First things first. If you've never heard Jaco before, this is the record that you want. The Jaco Pastorius solo record. Okay? This has all the tunes on it. This has Donna Lee, Portrait of Tracy, Continuum. Bam! Continuum is possibly one of the most beautiful songs ever written. Okay? Herbie Hancock plays on this. Okay? Used to be a Cha-Cha. Forgotten Love. Opus Pocus. Little Beavers on this. So, get that record first, okay? Other notable Jaco records. Here we go, getting into some serious first pressing type situations. This is a promotional record. This is the Jaco Pastorius Word of Mouth record. This is super dope. If you don't know, Chromatic Fantasy, beautiful rendition of Blackbird is on here. Word of Mouth, John and Mary, which is a song he composed for some of his children. This is a spectacular album for real Jaco fans. This also is a promo. I don't know if you can see that. There's some gold stuff there. This is the Invitation record. Super dope artwork, by the way. Very clean. Very clean. Liberty City, classic Jaco tune. Giant Steps, 11, Sophisticated Lady, a bunch of badass stuff is on this. Get these Jaco records, and this is a record store release from several years ago. This is Modern American Music, period. This is the Criteria Sessions. This is some stuff they recorded previous to the Jaco solo record, and this came out on this sweet looking vinyl. There was also a Record Store Day poster, Jaco poster that year. I'll try to get that in the video before we're done here. Now, if we want to get into some other Jaco stuff quickly, we'll go through these. Everybody knows that Jaco was in Weather Report. Okay, here is Weather Report's Heavy Weather. Okay, now Jaco was in this band with Wayne Shorter, Zawani, Joe Zawinul, Joe Zawinul, okay? And the Heavy Weather record is pretty classic. A lot of people hear this first and they're like, I don't care for Jaco. Yeah, well, you know, whatever. Mr. Gaunt, great record, by the way. I think Punk Jazz and maybe Madagascar's on this. Might not be. It might be on this Black Market, okay, which is also a super awesome record. Burberry Coast is on this, which is an awesome song. Night Passages, beautiful record. Yes, I have gone out of my way to find very clean copies of these albums. These records can be found for like $3.99, and they're worth it, you know. Sport and Life, 8:30 Club. This is Weather Report at 8:30, and the Havana Jam. A little bit of ring wear there, but if you don't know about the Havana Jam, that went terribly wrong for Jaco. They were supposed to do a Trio of Doom gig there, and he was not in good shape. He was not in good shape for that. Now, let's talk about some other stuff. Okay. Speaking of records of 2018, we already showed The Sciences, which by Sleep Records, The Sciences, which I thought was one of the greatest records of 2018. That said, I also thought this was one of the great records of 2018. This is Kamasi Washington, Heaven and Earth. Here is the deal with this record. The packaging is very interesting on it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful packaging. That said, very inconvenient for the record collector, just to say. And there is a hidden record. You see this? You see this perforated edge here in the center? There is a hidden full-size LP in there. The problem is it isn't in a sleeve. Okay? I was very careful, chose one with very crispy corners and stuff. I have not cut that record out of there yet. A lot of people have opened it and found that that record's a bit beat up because it's not in a sleeve and it's just in between two pieces of cardboard. I am thinking of cutting that open. Or not. I don't know yet. I might cut it open. If I do, I'll do it right here on a video. If you're not familiar with Kamasi, he has a couple other things out on vinyl. Number one, he has this Harmony of Difference, which is a beautiful record. Okay, this is really cool, beautiful artwork. This is more like an EP that he put out. Really, really nice. And then, of course, a few years back, he put out this, the Epic, which is a three vinyl record set. Okay, and he always does this super badass artwork. I mean, look at this imagery here. This is some of the most epic stuff I've seen in a while. No pun intended, because the record is called The Epic, but I mean, if you haven't heard or seen Kamasi, you should check it out. If you look back on the channel here, I did put up a Kamasi video live where I went and saw him live, and you should definitely check that out because it is super cool. Also, if you haven't looked at the vlog and you have the Bob Bradley vlog, and you have any interest in music, musical performance, musical gear, records, there's a lot of that stuff on there. There are over 100 vlogs. I'm actually on set 2 of the vlog right now. Episode 13, just posted it. It was our trip to Nashvegas. Check that out. Yeah, I think I've shown enough records. We're a little bit over 20 minutes, so I gotta roll. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment down below. Happy New Year, guys. Bob out. Alright, so real quick, just to finish this video up, down the hall in the jam room, you know, if you've watched the vlog, you've seen this room many times, no doubt. I did promise to show you the Jaco poster, and here it is. This came out on Record Store Day a few years ago. Beautiful poster. Bonus record time. That's right, folks. Bonus record. Jaco, Pat Metheny, Bright Sized Life. Midwestern Night's Dream is on here. Beautiful track. I suggest you find that right away and listen to it because it is an amazing song. Yeah, I promised to show you the poster, and I did. All right. Peace out.